One of the reasons I love He-Man and the Masters of the Universe so much is the versatility you get with the various episodes. Okay, so not all of them are timeless classics, but chances are that an episode will definitely become memorable if it tries something kind of odd and out there. The Taking of Grayskull is an episode that I would rate as belonging into the weird category, along with episodes like The Quest for He-Man. Firstly, just so we get it out of the way, there's a bookend narrative, or maybe more of a side story in this episode concerning Orko's birthday. Everyone is pretending that they've forgotten about his birthday, and at the end of the episode, Orko is so disappointed he decides to have a party all by himself. But of course there's a surprise party for him, but I never understood why people do that in cartoons and on TV in general. Why would you pretend you've forgotten someone's birthday and then throw a surprise party? That's just incredibly mean. Why is this birthday party story arc even significant to the main storyline of the episode? Because when everyone at the palace has gotten Orko convinced that none of them remember his birthday, he decides to go to Grayskull because he's convinced that if anyone, the sorceress would have remembered. It's when he goes to Grayskull that he discovers that the castle has disappeared.
It's gone! Disappeared!
As before, whenever anything happens to Grayskull, weird shit starts happening all around Eternia, just as in the episode Daimar the Demon and Golden Discs of Knowledge.
Well, it looks like the sorceress is throwing some kind of far-out party.
Here the heroes are in particular trouble because He-Man's sword disappears, which means he can't turn back into Prince Adam. So, what has happened to the castle? Well, it seems to have been sucked into a white hole. What is a white hole exactly?
A white hole. It's like a black hole, only it's not as dense.
Yeah, I'm no astrophysicist, but I don't think that's really possible. Well, anyway, He-Man deduces that the only way to find the sorceress is by jumping into the hole and seeing where it leads. Teela also falls in by accident. Now we get to the really weird part of the episode. Before He-Man, Battlecat, and Teela find the castle, they have to go through a bizarre in-between dimension with rolling walkways and other bizarre crap. My favorite part is the cave with tentacles. It's probably one of the single freakiest segments in any He-Man episode, especially the part at which Teela gets captured. Finally, they do find Castle Grayskull and the sorceress being captured by Skeletor. By the way, the heroes already deduced Skeletor was behind Grayskull's disappearance at the very beginning, something you'll start to notice as the series progresses. In the early episodes, the heroes never have a clue as to who's responsible, but from roughly around the time of the dragon invasion, they always know it's Skeletor.
Well, Beastman has the power to control animals, and Skeletor controls Beastman.
They even made fun of this fact in the episode Evil Seed, where He-Man at first thinks Skeletor is behind the attacking plans before it's revealed that he had nothing to do with it.
I feel the bony finger of Skeletor, don't you, Battlecat?
This is the other notable aspect of the episode, since it's the third time we see Skeletor inside Grayskull. How he was going to be able to deduce the secrets and rule the universe from a parallel dimension where the waterfalls fall upwards, I haven't a clue. But I also think it's interesting that this is the second time he's managed to take the sorceress prisoner, and this time just with chains and not a magic-enhancing dragon pearl. This would also seem like the perfect place for He-Man and Skeletor to duke it out, but unfortunately the directors only have He-Man and Skeletor playing cat and mouse, and Skeletor being trapped thanks to the sorceress's magic. Why is it that their best fight is still the one from She-Demon of Phantos? By far the most impressive feat is seen when He-Man actually picks up Castle Grayskull and throws it back to Eternia. He does need the sorceress's help, but still, one heck of an achievement from the strongest man in the universe. So there you have it. The Taking of Grayskull is definitely a memorable episode for all the crazy shit that happens in it, and even the somewhat cliched birthday surprise party side story with Orko. The bizarre psychedelic parallel dimension, Skeletor trapping the sorceress, and He-Man lifting Grayskull and throwing it through an interdimensional portal. Yep, that's a definite one-off. It's an episode I really enjoy, which is why it got an honorable mention on my top 10, but didn't quite make it because of a few logic problems I have with it, the questionable space physics, and that somewhat redundant Orko's surprise party line. Still, I think a really good episode, and worth a watch. See you all next time. I have the power, so can you.